Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of That Went Well. I am excited that you've decided to join me once again. And today, for our tasting, we're going to dig back into that Umai crate that I featured a few episodes ago when I unboxed it and showed you the different and various noodles items that were in that box. So for today's tasting, there's going to be 3 items that we're going to try and that I'll be tasting for you and let you know what I think, because I love noodles. It's just that simple. And when it comes to things like ramen and such, I'm a big fan. Nama Ramen is my favorite place here in San Antonio. And yeah, it's just one of those things where just noodles are magical to me. And so what I'm excited about is that each of the noodle items that I'm going to try today are very different in terms of what they bring to the table. So the items we're going to try today are this cold noodle ramen or noodle dish that there are seasoning packets within the package, and you prep them with hot water as you would any sort of noodle, item of this type, and then you take off the hot water, let them cool a bit, and you have them that way. So we're going to try this, and then we have this item here. And again, you can notice that all of the writing on the package is in Japanese. And for this item, this is a citrusy noodle. And so I'm excited to see what the flavor profile is like, because it's very different in terms of the description than what I'm used to when it comes to savory noodles, which is what I'm used to. And then we're going to take on this bad boy. I love spicy. And this is labeled as Japanese mazemen. And from the package, there's a lot of warning about how spicy this one is. And so we're going to prep it and give it a try last and see what happens, because that's what I do here. And I'm scared. Although I did survive the hot sauce episode a while ago. And yeah, I'm a bit of a hot sauce badass, I think. So we'll see. So I'm going to prep these noodles, and then we'll give them a shot. Alright, so we've taken time to prepare each of the 3 noodle dishes. And one thing that I love about these packages from Japan are not only do you have the place where you can lift up and add the water to boil the noodles, but you can see that built into the actual container is a way to strain the water out later, because for each of these items, you let the water do its thing, and then you drain it off, because again, it's about the noodles. So I love that little built-in strainer that allows you to drain off the water very easily. All right, so we're going to go with the first one. This is the cold udon noodle, and yeah, after you boil it, the instructions say to run cold water over the noodles so that the noodles are not hot still as you eat them, as they're intended to be eaten cold. So, all right, here we go. First of the 3 noodle dishes. I'm excited. Oh man, that's good. That's really good. Nothing like anything I've ever had here in the States when it comes to these types of noodle dishes that you can buy at a grocery store. This isn't, typical to what I've tried here. Wow, this is really flavorful. So, here we go again. I'm going to try another one. That's so good. So good. I'm very happy with that one. It's just cold noodles. The flavor packets had some spice and like rehydrated vegetables, and but very little. And then a liquid sauce. Wasn't soy, but it was delicious, whatever it was. I should have probably looked closer so I could tell you, but Man, that was really good. That was really good. The next one we'll try is going to be the citrusy noodle, which citrus is not a flavor that I associate with noodles, you know, myself personally, but that is the essence of what this one was described as. And so I'm, you know, excited to figure out just what is meant by that. So here we go. Next serving. Look at that. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of that. So. Mmm. Mmm. The package said that it was a combination of grapefruit and tangerine, and I get that. I totally get the citrus. It's delicious. It's delicious. Mmm. So flavorful. And the spices that were contained within the package itself, once you poured the water over it and, you know, had the broth flavor sort of do its work, you drain off the broth and the noodles retain that strong flavor of the seasonings that were part of the package. So it's really, really, really good. I'm gonna go in for one more bite. Just really, really enjoying this. Yeah. I totally get it. The citrusy aspect really, really shines through. It's fantastic. It's just, it's not a flavor I've ever associated with noodles, and so it's really amazing. Really amazing. All right, which brings us to the third item. This one is kind of makes me nervous. I added the packet, and it went from a white noodle color to this sort of reddish tinge, and it's said to be spicy, and so only one way to find out, right? And so I'm going to kind of loosen up the noodles here, and let's find out just how spicy these are. Look at that, look how beautiful that looks. All right, bon appetit. Here we go. Spicy noodles. First off, really tasty. Really tasty. And the heat is there. It's it kind of creeps toward the back of your tongue. You're seeing the top of my head a lot. So good. Again, these aren't noodles you can buy here. At least not that I'm aware of. If I can, show me, tell me, teach me where. Because they're fantastic. And the spice is really, the heat, it's really, really building. It's starting to bloom throughout my mouth. In fact, again, I've said this before in other episodes, it's the kind of heat that just has you wanting more, like wanting to go back for more. This is wonderful. I can't think of a better lunch. Just straight noodles, flavored. And the cool part about these products from Umai Crate is you can add your own toppings. You know, it's not something we usually think about. These three, basically from the instructions, were like, hey, just try them on their own. And fantastic, all wonderful. Yeah, that heat's really it is there. All right, well, today we've tried 3 of the noodle packages. Let me try that again. Today we tried 3 of the noodle packages from the Umai Crate unboxing that I did a couple of episodes ago. And each of the 3 were just uniquely different and oh so good. So, what can I say? That went well. That went really well. So thank you as always for joining me. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Click on that notification bell so you know when my episodes land. And come back for more because there's more coming. So thank you all so much. I love you guys. Remember, you're awesome. You're amazing. And the world's a better place because you're in it. We'll see you next time on That Went Well.